Hey guys, before I do my book review, I'd like to say sorry for being gone so long. I've been in a really bad reading slump, and you know how hard it is to get out of those. So, on to the book review. I read The Scorch by James Dashner, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars because I only reserve 5 stars for my most favorite books ever, and this was still an amazing book. Like, I even think it was better than the first one, which is called The Maze Runner. And the main thing I want to say about this is I loved, this is kind of weird saying it, but I love the gruesome details in it. Like, I don't know, they described one part, a kid got struck by lightning, and like, he had no eyes, and his flesh was like hanging off of him, and his legs were gone, and I'm like, whoa, this is like so gruesome. And they're thinking about making a movie out of this series apparently, and I'm like, whoa, this is gonna be some pretty big stuff in these movies. And so another thing is I wanted to kill Teresa in this. She like pissed me off throughout the whole thing. I'm like, I hated it so much, and I really can't say that I hated it through the whole thing because there was a reason behind why she was doing it, but still, what she did to Thomas was just, I wanted to kill her. She was so so anyway, we meet Thomas and the Gladers again after they were rescued out of the maze, and like almost right away, like the first 2 chapters, some really big shit starts to go down basically, and they realize that their trials aren't over, and they're still in this test, and obviously they're hating it, and it's horrible, and they lose some really good friends, luckily not my favorite characters. And we also meet another character in here. Her name is Brenda, I believe, pretty sure, and she's really awesome. I love her so much, and I honestly hope Thomas chooses her over Teresa, I have to say, because I hated Teresa in this book. It was horrible. And I don't know, the cranks in it were freaking crazy. Like, they're like zombies. All I can think about is the Walking Dead series. I love that show. I think it is the most amazing show ever. And all I can picture when I read about these cranks is the Walking Dead chasing everybody around. I'm like, oh my god, that's so creepy. And I'm pulling a lot of stuff in here right now. Anyway, sorry it's not really long, right, this video, but I'm kind of just going off, I'm winging this right now, just kind of throwing whatever in my head right now, and yeah, so 4 out of 5 stars, recommend it, but this is the second book in the Maze Runner trilogy, I think it is. The first one's called Maze Runner, this is Scorch Trials, and the next one is The Death Cure. So, yeah, I highly recommend this series, and now I want to say how I got out of my reading slump. I was reading this book for about a month, and that's horrible because it's kind of short, so usually you could get it done like right away, and I hated it, this reading slump, so I decided to go out and buy a book and to force myself to read the one that I've been reading right now. So the book that I went out and bought was A Game of Thrones, and as soon as I picked it up I wanted to read it right away, but I needed to force myself to read the other ones first. So A Game of Thrones is what I picked up, and I can't put it down. Like, I'm 146 pages into it and I just started it like maybe a day ago or something like that. I can't put it down. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't wait to read it and the rest of the series. So anyway, that is my review on the Scorch Trials by James Dashner. Comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching and happy reading.